Erik Ten Hag spotted singling out one Man United star for specific instructions in training. Manchester United manager Erik Ten Hag has been spotted having an intensive one-on-one conversation with Lisandro Martinez in the club's training session. Martinez was perhaps not at his best for Man United in their 3-0 defeat against Tottenham at the weekend, though barely anyone in Ten Hag's side emerged from that game with much credit. The Red Devils now need to bounce back as they prepare to take on Porto in the Europa League, and it seems Ten Hag was keen to take the time to have some specific words about Martinez and perhaps offer suggestions on how he can tweak his game, as per Nathan Salt in a post on X. Martinez played under Ten Hag at Ajax, so in theory, you'd expect him to have a better idea of what's expected from him in this United team, but the Argentine hasn't really looked that convincing in his time at Old Trafford so far. In fairness, though, he is far from the only one, with others like Anthony, Matthias de Ligt, Andre Onana, and Nusair Mizraoui also playing under Ten Hag at Ajax. None of this have exactly set the world alight for United either, so it's perhaps not too surprising to hear about Ten Hag being under growing pressure ahead of some key fixtures coming up for Man United. Martinez has had some good moments as a United player, so fans will hope Ten Hag can get his message across here and perhaps improve his game in the near future. United face Porto and then have a difficult game away to Aston Villa in the Premier League this Sunday. They go into this run of fixtures with just two wins from their last seven games in all competitions, and one of those victories came against League One side Barnsley in the Carabao Cup. Former Man United star explains why he has high hopes for Red Devils attacker. Former Manchester United striker Rossi has explained why he has high hopes for summer signing Joshua Zirkzee, despite his slow start to life at Old Trafford so far. Zirkzee impressed at previous club Bologna, becoming a key player there at a young age, and that prompted Man United to bring him in the summer. So far, we've only seen one goal from the Netherlands international, but Rossi believes there is more to come from him, as he has liked what he's seen of him so far, particularly in his spell in Serie A. On top of that, Rossi talked up the importance of Zirkzee having Ruud van Nistelrooy to learn from in United's coaching staff, with the former Red Devils ace remembering how much he learned from the Dutch goal machine when they were together at Old Trafford. Rossi didn't end up making it at United, but he had successful spells at other clubs later in his career, so he feels Zirkzee would do well to do what he did and ask Van Nistelrooy plenty of questions about how to be an elite striker like he was. Rossi, speaking at the launch of Late Brooks, said, Gaffer of all Akas, I have high hopes for Zirkzee. I saw him play in Italy for Bologna. He is a very young player, but he has that something special in him. It's hard to come to a club like Manchester United and show that right away, just because of the pressures that come with that kind of move and what being the club's number 9 entails. But he has the best people around him to make him understand what it means to wear that shirt and play that position. That's somebody who could propel him to be better. So I'm hoping that he's asking Ruud a million questions just like I did. I'm hoping that he is observing every little movement like I did, even though he is probably not moving half as well as he did when I played with him. Just hope Zirkzee is being as curious as hell when it comes to playing in that position and what it means to wear that shirt. I have high hopes for him, though, and I think he will be a very good signing. Former Man United coach, hence players want more passion from Erik Ten Hag. Former Manchester United coach Benny McCarthy has questioned Erik Ten Hag's passion as he discussed the way the Dutch tactician seems to have struggled in his time in charge at Old Trafford. Ten Hag did an impressive job during his time at former club Ajax, and while McCarthy feels he is clearly got great tactical expertise, he doesn't seem that convinced, having spent some time working alongside him at Man United, that he has the fire for the job. McCarthy who played for Porto and the South African national team in his career before turning to coaching, clearly knows a thing or two about working with the great managers, and it's interesting to see him shed this light on Ten Hag and the strengths and weaknesses of how he goes about his job. Ten Hag is likely to be feeling the pressure at United right now, with a turn around in results needed quickly if he is to survive in his position. Perhaps the 54-year-old can still get his point across to these players and improve things, but McCarthy's quotes on his lack of passion and fire perhaps indicate that this is a major issue when it comes to him being able to motivate this team. He said the following, according to the Telegraph: in modern football, I believe that players want to see a bit more passion in their coach. They need to feel that the coach is with them and willing to fight alongside them. Tactically, I feel that Erik Ten Hag is at the top. He lacks a bit of that fire, that passion. That's where we differ, him and I. I want to be at his level in terms of tactical mastery. I think my greatest strength is the empathy I create with the players, and that allows them to play at a level that combines passion, determination, and desire. That's how you win games, especially the most demanding ones. That's the difference. That fire I feel inside me, that hunger I have. Erik is more conservative. He gives all the information to the players and then expect them to comply on the pitch. Sometimes I didn't see in him that passion I spoke of. He has a different personality, a different profile. I think that was one of the difficulties that the team and the players encountered. Ruud van Nistelrooy's stance on replacing Erik ten Hag at Man United has emerged. Manchester United assistant manager Ruud van Nistelrooy has no intention to take the job of Erik ten Hag, and he is backing his compatriot, according to Give Me Sport. The Red Devils manager Ten Hag has come under severe criticism against this season after his team's poor performances in the 6 Premier League matches they have played so far this season. They have tasted defeat 3 times. Home defeats against Liverpool and Tottenham have upset the fans, and speculation has started about the future of Ten Hag. The Dutch manager was backed heavily this summer with reinforcement to the squad, but nothing has improved so far at Old Trafford. Ten Hag has the backing of both Van Nistelrooy and the club's other assistant manager Ten Hag, as per the report. The former Ajax manager is calm about his future at the Premier League club and feels he is the right man to take the club forward and make them successful again. Only time will tell if Ten Hag can guide the club back to the glory days of the past. But for that, he needs to start winning matches and build an identity of their playing style. He has made a lot of signings since his arrival at the club, and most of them have not worked well. The likes of Anthony, Casemiro, Mason Mount, Andre Onana, and others have all come under scrutiny for their poor performances. Some sections of the media have linked Van Nistelrooy to the Man United job, but the former striker has no intention of taking the job and replacing Ten Hag at the moment. The report has mentioned that there is a realistic chance of the former Dutch attacker being installed as the caretaker manager of the club if Ten Hag is sacked. However, Van Nistelrooy is loyal to his manager and wants to continue at the club in his current position of assistant manager. Sir Jim Ratcliffe identifies 4 Manchester United managerial targets if Erik ten Hag leaves. Manchester United owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe may reportedly be looking to go English for the club's next manager, as Gareth Southgate and Eddie Howe are among the names under consideration to replace Erik ten Hag. It's not been the best start to the season for Man United, with Ten Hag now surely under growing pressure as he continues to struggle to get the best out of his team despite it being his 3rd season in charge and with plenty of backing to get the signings he wanted in the last few years. According to Team Talk, Ratcliffe is now eyeing up as many as 4 options to replace Ten Hag, with the report naming Southgate and Howe as candidates, along with former Chelsea manager Graham Potter, plus Italian tactician Simone Inzaghi of Inter Milan. The report goes on to say that Potter would be very keen to speak to United, while Howe has the connection with former Newcastle director Dan Ashworth, who recently moved to Old Trafford. Southgate also has a positive relationship with Ashworth, and the report states that Ratcliffe admires the former England manager for the job he did with the national team. The big question for United now is whether it's really the best idea to keep changing managers, as it hasn't exactly paid off for them in the post Sir Alex Ferguson era. Football was obviously pretty different back when Ferguson first started as United manager, but he was notably backed and given the time after a difficult start with the club since his retirement in 2013. However, United have not been able to find any real improvement despite going through David Moyes, Luis van Gaal, Jose Mourinho, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Ralf Ragnick, and now Ten Hag. It may genuinely be that Ten Hag and a few of the others weren't the best choice, but Man United also surely need to be a bit more patient and realize that changing manager isn't helping them. It will be interesting to see how United's upcoming games go, but one imagines Porto and Aston Villa will be crucial to determine whether or not Ratcliffe pulls the plug. Recruitment team impressed as Man United rival Liverpool and Arsenal for midfielder transfer. Manchester United's recruitment team have reportedly been impressed by Crystal Palace midfielder Adam Wharton as they look ready to rival the likes of Liverpool for the England international. Wharton has been a revelation since moving to Palace from Blackburn Rovers, with the 20-year-old clearly one of the finest young talents in the country, showing superb intelligence and maturity beyond his years and deservedly making the England squad for Euro 2024 this summer. According to Team Talk, Man United Chiefs are keen on Wharton as a possible replacement for veteran playmaker Christian Eriksen, so it will be interesting to see if the Red Devils can make this deal happen. The report notes, however, that Wharton is also on the list of a number of other top clubs such as Liverpool, Arsenal, and Bayern Munich. Wharton being on United's radar perhaps shows just how much they've got it wrong with their recruitment in that position in recent times, with yet another signing clearly needed despite so many changes in that area of the pitch. Manuel Ugarte joined United this summer but hasn't really got going for his new club yet, while Casemiro has badly flopped and clearly joined too late in his career, while Sufyan Mrabat spent last season on loan at Old Trafford but didn't do enough to earn the chance to stay for longer. Wharton would surely be an upgrade on some of these players, while a replacement is also surely needed for Scott McTominay after he left to join Napoli, where he started brightly, raising the question as to why he was the one allowed to leave United. I will be uploading daily Man United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.